Hey guys, it is Freshly Squeezed here, and welcome to another storytime video. And today, I'm telling you guys about the time I ran a 5K, and it just went very, very badly, and not my fault. It was not my fault. It was reasons out of my control, but I will get into that right now. So, this 5K was about a year ago. It was I think it was like the second week of June. I ran a 5K. So yeah, it was pretty much in downtown Ohio. I live in Ohio. It's pretty much downtown area, and the people who put together the 5K is a pretty popular 5K, but I think every year they get different people to put it together, but it's the same company every single time that runs it, but the people who put it together are different, and people that they chose didn't do it so well. So pretty much this 5K, I was pretty much in first place pretty much the whole time. I ended up getting first place in the actual 5K in the end. It's not really a spoiler alert though, but yeah, I did get first place. Pretty good, pretty good. That felt pretty good. But there were lots of problems in the 5K, so pretty much within the first mile there was a straightaway, but then there was also a left turn. The problem was neither of them were marked off with cones or whatever, so there's this left turn and then there's a straight turn. The left turn, it looked pretty, it didn't look like you shouldn't turn there, so it's pretty much two people standing there, because I was in first place. Again, I was in first place, so I was pretty much leading the whole race to where they're supposed to go. So there was these two people I asked. I wasn't sure where to go. Again, this race was very poorly put together, so these two people I asked where to go, they said, I think you go left. I think you go left. So I went left along with a few other people, I think like 5 other people, because I was kind of within a pack. I was at the lead of a pack, but with like 5 other people who were obviously faster than the rest of the people in the race. So we all went left, and it looked pretty deserted. It was pretty much a deserted strip mall that we were running into, and I was very confused. But then I decided to turn around, and I see the rest of the race going straight. They were going straight, and these two people told us to turn left. And I look back, and it was like the 5 of us. We were going left, and we see the rest of the race going straight. So I immediately start sprinting to catch up with the first place person. I cut the course, like, you know how there's a straightaway and then you go left. Well, I cut to meet up with the people at the front at that point of the race. But yeah, I eventually did catch up with the people in first place at that point. So yeah, and then going into the second mile, I was first place again because I caught up with the people. There was not much competition at this race, so yeah, I did end up catching up because I sprinted. So yeah, yeah, the second mile went pretty well, and the third mile went pretty well until the finish. The exact same scenario happened again at the finish line. there was a legit, I'm not even kidding, the exact same scenario happened at the finish. There was a straightaway, and then there was a left turn. I asked a person again, and they said at this time they didn't know. So now it was my decision to choose. So pretty much I could see the left turn. I could see the finish pretty far. It was a little bit away. I could see the finish, but there was these little tiny cones marking it off. I was very confused because there's these little tiny cones marking off the left path. But I look at the left path, and I could see the finish line. So I ended up going left, and that was the wrong decision. Again, I ended up coming in the back way to where the finish was. So pretty much, you were supposed to go straight, loop around, and then come in the front of the finish. Instead, I cut the course and went left, and so I didn't run the full 5K because the people, just the race was very bad, very badly set up, and I was over here in first place. I was leading the whole race. I didn't know where to go. I was bad voice crack. I did not know where to go, so I went left, and that was the wrong way. I still went through the finish line, but I went through the back way. So yeah, that was pretty bad. So overall, if you're running a 5K and you're confused where to go, you should learn from this. If there's a left turn and there's a straight turn, I think you should go straight, because the exact same scenario happened twice. I went left both times, and that was the wrong way both times. So yeah, that was pretty much the story for today. I guess I'll call it 5K disaster because it kind of was a disaster. Not for me, because I ended up getting first place, and I ended up getting $100 gift card. So yeah, I know. Thank you. I ended up getting $100 gift card to a shoe store called Fleet Feet. Not sure if you know what that is, but yeah, pretty cool. Free $100 for getting first place, even though I did cut the course because I didn't know where to go. Again, the race was very badly set up. So yeah, that is my story for today. So now let's get on to the review. I'm going to review the newest season that ended a month or two ago of The Voice, season 16. So yeah, this season was a roller coaster of a ride. So pretty much, let's cut straight to the chase. This season had terrible results up until the finale. The winner was great. Malin ended up winning. Great winner. She was probably the person that deserved to win the most. But up until that, it was a disaster. So many terrible results. So yeah, pretty much, when the season started, the auditions, I loved the auditions. The auditions was definitely the best part of season 16 of The Voice. The auditions were great. John ended up getting blocked 3 times. And then that epic block when John blocked Adam. And then there was so many 4-chair turns. There was like around 6 or 7 or 8 4-chair turns. A lot more than there had been the past few seasons. The auditions were epic. There was so much epic music in the auditions. The auditions was definitely the best part of the season. And then the battles came. Battles was also pretty good. I liked the battles a lot. A lot of them were pretty memorable. Specifically Matthew versus Sean, the first battle. That was a pretty memorable battle. But then all hell breaks loose at the live cross battles. The Voice decided to replace the knockouts with the live cross battles, and that's where everything went wrong. That was a big mistake. I'm pretty sure The Voice realized that was a big mistake, replacing the knockouts. It's pretty much what happens in the cross battles. The difference between the knockouts and the cross battles is the cross battles, instead of pairing people from the same team, you pair people from different teams, which could be a big problem because, again, Carson said that someone's team can end up getting wiped out, and that pretty much happened to Adam. Adam's team, most of his team got wiped out. He only won I think he only won 2 of the battles. There was a lot of cross battles. It was like maybe 20, I'm not sure. Let's see, each person had 8. 8 times 4 is 32. 16. There was 16 live cross battles. Adam only won 2 of them. Then there's 4 teams. Adam's one of those teams. Adam won 2 out of 16 of the battles. Yeah, that's not very good. 2 out of 16 is not good. So he ended up only having 4 people, while Blake won most of the matches. He had 8 people on his team going into the live playoffs versus Adam, who had half of that, 4. So yeah, and then we go into the live playoffs. But by the way, the cross battles had pretty bad results. I didn't like a lot of, specifically Andrew versus the Bundys. Andrew won over the Bundys. Pretty disappointing. Same with Julian's elimination. Julian's elimination was pretty bad. That was another one I remember. Julian got robbed. He got robbed pretty badly. But yeah, now we get to the live playoffs, which probably had worse results. Yeah, the live playoffs had worse results than the cross battles. You thought that was bad. Live playoffs were worse. Pretty much all the country people advanced, and pretty much the best pop people. The live playoffs is where lots of talented people got eliminated. Like Matthew, remembers one of them. Dominic's another one. Dominic did not advance. I was just very shocked by that. And again, Adam struggled. Blake didn't. But then the rest of it, the top 13 also had terrible eliminations. The top 8 elimination was better than the top 13 in the live playoffs, but the top 8 elimination was still pretty bad. Sean Sounds did not make the finale. He got robbed. But yeah, then we get to the finale. There's one person from Team Legend, Malin, and then there's 3 country people from Team Blake. Malin ends up winning, and the season definitely ended on a high note, but throughout the season, just lots of terrible eliminations in the top 8, the top 13, the live playoffs, and the cross battles. the battles had perfect, except for Rizzy. I remember Rizzy, she got robbed. Everything else, perfect results in the battles, the regular battles before the cross battles. I loved the auditions, I loved the battles, and I loved the finale. So yeah, pretty much season 16, I only loved the auditions, the battles, and the finale. Everything else in between was terrible. It's like having a sandwich. The two pieces of bread are so good, but then everything else in between is like dog food and barf and poop. Terrible. So, and you wouldn't enjoy that sandwich. So, but I did enjoy the season in the beginning, and in the end, everything else was pretty bad. So, overall, The Voice season 16, out of 10, the freshly squeezed scale, what would I rate The Voice season 16? Probably a 6. Probably like a 6.8. I think 6.8. That might be a little bit too generous, but I enjoyed the auditions and the battles. The auditions and the battles did it for me. And also the winner of the season. But yeah, the auditions and the battles were really good. This might be a little bit too generous, but a 6.8 out of 10 for The Voice season 16. So yeah, that is pretty much this story time and the review. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.